Okay.
All right. Good morning, y'all. Come on in. Welcome to Craft Chat with Matt. My name is Matt, and I'm one of the owners and designers here at Let's Get Reefing. Welcome. Our guest this morning is the ever so lovely, wonderfully talented, amazingly awesome Regina White from Always Created for You, y'all.
Hi.
She is so freaking talented, y'all. I had the unmitigated pleasure of meeting her in person last year at Texas Designers Roundup, and I'm going to be playing with her again this year at Texas Designers Roundup. I can't wait. How are you doing this morning, Regina?
I'm doing awesome, Matt, and thank you so much for having me. Um,
So glad you joined us. Hey,
we have
Melissa.
a fabulous time at TDR.
Uh,
Um, look like we have a little delay in here, so if I miss your question, it's just a tad bit of drag on my end, probably.
no,
But
there's like a 10-second delay.
okay, yeah, but it's great to be here and to join you this Saturday cold morning.
Girl, it is 21 degrees here in Dallas, but it feels like 8.
Wow.
Feels like 8. Ain't that
And
crazy? You know, it's freaking cold.
you
Good
Texas,
morning,
aren't
Jen. Good morning, Melissa. Hey, Cheryl. Uh-oh. Laura Sherman's in the house.
you? Uh-oh. Hi, Laura.
Hurricane Laura is here.
Let's see, I'm looking for you on
Melissa says, hello, Regina. Love you, girl. Teach me.
my
First of all, y'all, we're sending out the love this morning. It is Valentine's Day weekend. Y'all, I am doing a dual heart design in honor of Valentine's Day. Regina, what are you doing this morning?
I'm doing a tulip wreath. We had a little change in plans this morning with my neck spasms. I was scared to have to do this today, so we're gonna sit and do a spring tulip wreath.
Cheryl, I don't know. I haven't been out this morning yet. She asked, how bad are the roads there? Still icy? I don't know yet. I haven't been out at all. It's supposed to get worse as the weekend progresses, but for right now, I think it's just cold.
Okay, I got you there.
Yeah, see, they're calling for 2 to 7 inches here in Texas. Melissa says they're calling for 8 to 11 over there, up there in
Ooh,
Indiana.
gracious.
Oh. So we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all, as Regina's over here sharing out and sending the love out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna turn y'all down since
Good
I'm
morning,
sitting.
Jasmine. Oh, if I can get my ribbon open, y'all. There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, y'all. We are so glad you are here. So I am using, let me change cameras here so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I am using this gorgeous burgundy wine colored ribbon, y'all. Cheryl says, this is probably the only time you'll see me say this. I'm sure glad I'm in California. No snow and ice here.
Ooh.
Y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, Regina.
Okay, you go ahead and I shared it out to a couple of our groups. Mine probably will not take as long as yours, of course.
Well, so we, like Regina, y'all, I had a change in plans because I was originally going to do one of the rose bears this morning, but that takes a couple hours to do. And I didn't think y'all wanted to hang around that long because I'm sure y'all are busy and you have other things you need to get done today.
As cold as it is, they probably don't mind, huh?
Yeah. So Regina, you ditched the bunny, huh?
Yeah, I got scared. I had a couple of neck spasms last night. So, with that being said,
Better
um,
safe than sorry. So the tulip wreath would probably be easier for you because you can just sit, right?
oh yeah,
So I'm just wrapping this, y'all. Um, I'm wrapping my hearts. I took zip ties and zip tied two of these heart frames together, y'all. And you can just pick these heart frames up at Dollar Tree. Well, I don't know if they still have them or not, but because I bought my Dollar Tree out.
I think I have a few of them from some past years. I sort of stock up.
Well, you have to because you never know when you're going to get them again, you know? In this business, you kind of have to. Regina, Laura is wondering, what is your color palette this morning?
Okay, the color palette will be a pink. Let's see. There is definitely a lag. There we go.
That's pretty.
So it's a hot pink, the lime green, and the off white. And then my filler will be what I think is Astabile. It resembles Astabile to me, but with
Looks like an ivory color, right?
yes, an off white. And this tutorial or the idea came from Sincerely Creative Mom, Melly Mel. A lot of you all know her. Wonderful lady. And
Met her at CDR last year too.
yeah, she is so sweet and beautiful designs. She makes them quick and easy. So y'all go over there and check her out. That was Sincerely Creative Mom. Because as you know, in our Etsy shops, um, we should have, they say, 30, 40 items minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to get that many items when you're just starting out.
It really is.
And then you have to house them. But as you know, I have very good locals that when I post it, normally I don't post it on Etsy because it's gone. So the stuff in my Etsy shop, I really need to donate it. When you first start out or designs that really needs to be redone.
Uh-huh.
Thought we're going one place, but ended up somewhere else. So with this, it's just basically everyone knows the tulips were on sale. I guess they're still on sale at Michael's. Normally $3.99. I think they're on sale for $1.99 a bunch.
Did you get the small ones or the big ones?
These are the small ones,
Yeah.
and
See,
it
the
takes
only problem I have with those is the heads pop off.
well, you know what I do when I sit down, I make sure all my heads are on, and then also if I get them, Michael's know me. Don't I want all of my flowers? I don't want missing heads. So I'll pop them off one and take Michael's back an empty stem. I need a replacement, but they do pretty good.
Laura says she glues hers on.
Oh wow! Oh, wow, that is good. They normally stay because I shake them pretty hard um, before it goes out the door. Give it a good shake.
Mm-hmm.
And in this Astville, I just cut it down. I didn't think anybody wanted to hear all of that clip, clip, snap. So it was just, I just sort of prepped everything beforehand,
Uh-huh.
you know. And this is why the tulip wreath is so fun. Once you prep everything, it's just like you sit here and
So Regina, I know you do a lot of local sales.
yeah.
But where can people find you?
I'm on Etsy, always created for you, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Just starting up my YouTube. It's really hard to get
And are
started
you
there.
always created for you across the board?
Yes. One site, I believe it's Instagram, I had to use the letter four because it was too many letters.
Uh-huh. In
So
your
on Instagram, I'm always created the letter for you.
but it's still always created for you across
Yeah.
the board.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Our business coaches pay off.
So, for a lot of you first timers that are coming in that don't know who I am, that are coming in from Regina's crowd, my name is Matt, and I am one of the owners and designers here at Let's Get Reethin. We are a brother sister partner company where I'm basically the face of it and she's the voice behind the camera when she's awake. Because she works nights. We both have 9 to 5 jobs. So that's why craft chats on Saturday mornings. And excuse me, I need a drink. Hydrate, Regina.
Yes, I'm glad I did get my coffee.
So I am in the business of making, as we found out the other night, luscious, one of a kind home decor. I don't really like making multiple design items. So all of my wreaths are one of a kind. You will never really see me duplicate one because it never comes out the exact same. And that frustrates me. So I just don't do it. Now, if somebody asked me for like 2 matching wreaths, then I'd probably make them 2 matching wreaths. If they're trying to do
Fine.
like a special order or something. But you will never see me just try to duplicate one of my designs. You know?
And if I do, the order has to be taken at the same time.
Exactly.
I can't go back and
I can't, they'll be like, oh, I love that wreath you made. Can you make me one? No. You know?
I know I do. One of a kind. A lot of my locals like that.
So, I mean, nobody wants to have an identical wreath to somebody that their neighbor has.
Right.
If you want that, go to Hobby Lobby.
That's true. And some of my locals, they don't really have issues with paying for the wreath. It's like once you get them hooked on a custom wreath, it's like that's all they want. They
Yeah.
know not to go to the big box. That last, I think it was a truck, it was the pink wreath, and my client came to pick it up. And I said, I know why I do what I do. Her face, she was like, she snapped her fingers. And she said, "Oh my God, yes, go big or go home." And she started dancing on my porch. I was like, that's why I do what I do.
That's why you do it.
Yeah,
You
just
know?
it just, it's like any other artist, you do something, it comes.
Y'all, Miss Andrea Brown is in the house.
Hi.
Hey Dre.
So that's exactly why you do it, to put those smiles on the face. And
Exactly, Laura. If you buy a store-bought wreath, we can't be friends.
no, and we see lessons where you can take a store bought, and I tried it and it just did not work for me. By the time
So
I finished pulling out and tugging and doing all that crazy mess, I was like, I could have just started from afresh.
this last Christmas, I helped my best friend decorate her house for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And she had all these, those like 99 cent like store pre-made bows.
Oh no.
I said, oh no, never again. And I made all of her bows for her
And
tree.
be like, oh no.
And I was like, if you keep using this, we can't be friends anymore.
And another thing, my locals, they know I believe in rinse and repeat type, and I'm real thrifty. I will save. They laugh at Melly Mel for saving the stubs, the nubs, these.
Oh,
But
I saved those too.
believe it or not, look what you
They come
create
in handy.
from the nubs. These are the pieces that you pull off of the S bill that is, they're too close down to the base.
Uh-huh.
And then I just take them and put them on here, and it fills in the blank spots. When
Mm-hmm.
you stand back and look at it, you was like, oh, I need a one little piece right there. So,
Laura says store-bought bows are like trashy tags.
amen. Amen. Yes,
Yes.
you got that right.
Y'all support small businesses.
Yes. And I always have.
So I'm looking forward to this Christmas, y'all. I showed Regina my Christmas decorations this morning.
Amazing.
They're gorgeous.
I told him I wanted to make some jewelry out of them and wear it all year round. He can have it back at Christmas.
So I'm doing jewel tones for Christmas this year, y'all. So last year I did blue and gold. This year I'm doing jewel tones. And I got all of my Christmas decorations last weekend or the weekend before, one of the two.
You're so ahead of the game. Some people
Oh,
still have theirs up, and you're buying next year.
yeah. Well, when somebody's having a sale,
Yeah. Oh, don't say anymore, Lord. Don't say anymore.
especially if it's all quality, because all my decorations for next year are Raz products.
Mm, lucky you.
And I got I think I got all the decorations for my tree for like $46.
That's a steal. Well, you basically had to buy that. I mean, it was shouting your name.
You know,
I know when AC Moore went out of business, my sister laughed at me. She was like, "Girl, you a junkie." I was like, "Yes, I
because
am."
you stocked up.
Every day I was out there. So the
Yep.
last day, I had to get an oil change. So she dropped me off at the dealership and picked me up. And I'm sitting in the car like, she must have read my mind. She said, "You want to go to AC Moore, don't you?"
Uh
I said,
huh.
my
How'd
sister,
you know?
I said, "I do. I do." So my mother crafted all of her life. And that's where I got it from. Um, my mother was known to help people out that wanted to get married but couldn't afford to get married with the
Mhm.
wedding. And she had this system. We used to crack up. She had this system. She would make the flowers, the arrangements, and everything. And she had bags of flower heads. And all she had to do was pop the heads of flowers, change the color of the wedding. If the bride wanted a pink and blue wedding, she had pink and blue heads. And she did that for like brides that could not afford to actually have a wedding.
Oh,
So after she passed, all of those brides, well, I said a good majority of them were at her funeral. And the
oh.
things that she said, they said, about their day, and it just wouldn't have been possible without Miss Nazareth, and her procession was like, I thought she was some dignitary of Virginia.
It
I really did. I was like, wow.
was really long.
Yeah, but um, we have a funeral home here in Virginia, and I'm still in contact with this lady. And that I know these arrangements. I'm 58, and they have to be at least 40 years old,
Oh, wow.
if not older. And they sit in this funeral home. My mother made them. So I saw the owner of the funeral home in the grocery store, and she said, "Do you know your mother is still living?" And I said, "You don't still have those arrangements, do you?" So I feel I'm gonna have to go up there and freshen those up. I was like, I know they need to be freshened up by now. She said, "Oh no, we dust them and take real good
Just him.
care." Yeah. So they probably, because they're not being touched.
They're probably still looking really good
Yeah, that's what she said.
if they're not being touched.
Because my mom, she prided herself in good work. So that made me happy. And my neighbors know my mom because we live in the same place. We don't move around. Once we take our roots, we're there. I'm the gypsy of the family.
Uh-huh.
I've lived more places than probably anybody, but it was my job that took me. Matter of fact, I was down there. I lived in Louisiana for a while, but when I was there, I didn't like it because I wasn't crafting. Yep. Okay, we're gonna start putting the tulips in. And what I do, I start off just with the vestibule, get a good base of that in. Make sure it comes around the edges a little bit. Because nobody wants I call it a ball-headed wreath. And you don't have anything around the sides.
All right. So we just used uh 25 feet, whatever that comes out to.
Oh, I took the whole roll. Huh?
Let's see. And I'm about to open up another one
Oh, wow.
because we just have like this little part right there. And
Oh,
it's still
yeah.
not done.
That came out good, Matt.
Um, I don't know what's that math. 25 feet. What does that come out to in yards?
25 feet is 3 feet in a yard. 7, 8, about 8 yards, a little over 8 yards.
A little over 8 yards. So we're probably going to use about 8.5 yards to do these hearts, y'all. Which, if you think about it, it's really not bad.
Not for 2 hearts. Hey, that's what we got right there. Start layering, putting in the tulips. I'm
That's coming
sitting.
up good, Regina.
Mhm.
That's looking good.
It's so relaxing. I tell you, this is therapy. And people often ask me because for many years I just did like if someone wanted a wreath, I would just do it. Most of the time it was a gift. And you know how people egg you on, you need to go into business. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna buy from me if I go into business?
Well, no, but
Well, we know friends and family, right? The discount.
oh yeah.
But that's what I use as gifts. It's easy for me. I always have a back stock of florals. I don't have to go out shopping, and they love it. So if you are on my list, you generally get a handmade item. And I tried to tell my family, let's get out of this gift giving crap anyway. Not really necessary because I have such a small family,
Mm-hmm.
very small. And that's why I love my crafting community. Um, they really bridge a gap when you have a small family. And the Christmas card thing that you started,
I didn't start it. I just
well,
shared it.
you had a list or
I think I sent out like 50 Christmas cards last year.
yeah, that was really nice because people don't do that anymore.
And I think you were on my list, Regina.
I got one. I sent you one.
Yeah.
So I did, return back and just nice. And I even this one company, I have their card. They sent a beautiful monogram ornament to me.
Really?
They have that wood cutting machine
Uh-huh.
and it was Regina. It was really nice. That
All right. So there's our hearts.
came out good, man.
Camera so you can see. So there's our hearts. Look how pretty that is.
It is. It's really pretty on camera.
All right. So I'm going to set that aside. And y'all, whenever you're, may this roll of ribbon rest in peace, y'all. Whenever you're done with a roll of ribbon, take off the edges and then squish the center down. It takes up less room in your trash can. Just like that.
Just word to the wise, the centerpiece in your mesh?
The tubes,
Uh-huh.
I use those in my boxes.
Okay. I use them for my Christmas tree toppers.
Really?
Oh my God, they work perfect. They are so sturdy. My special order client that I did the garland and the two Christmas tree toppers and the wreath and all of that good stuff. I
Uh-huh.
was okay. How am I going to make it easy for her to put these toppers on the tree? And I just thought about it. First, I used a toilet paper, no, a ribbon roll,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't long enough. You come down on that tree about 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches. I cut them to like 7 inches. You shove that thing right down on the top of that tree, it is not going anywhere. So the actual roll, what I did, I covered it in ribbon, the same color as I did the bows.
Yeah. Or the ladies in the comments are making really good suggestions too.
I
Good morning,
say,
Jackie. So Debbie says, or you can recycle that cardboard. Laura says she saves her empty rolls of ribbon to roll up her mesh roping.
oh, that's a good idea.
Hey, Pool. Good morning. Right now we're going to go in with our bow. If I can remember where I put, oh, there, my scissors.
It takes some getting used to doing a reflat on a table because I always stand the craft, always.
But see, I sit and craft, so.
Yeah.
But I have like a tabletop. It's like an art easel.
Uh-huh.
It actually is an art easel. It's my sister's old art easel from like high school that I just put a little C hook in.
Oh, that yeah, I did too.
So
But this is totally flat because I have this top view.
I'm just making my bow now, y'all.
It's bow time.
It's bow time.
And all I do is alternate these colors back and forth. I try to intermingle them. No set pattern. You'll see some that, you know, and some people will change the heads on the flowers. So then if you're using three colors,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to worry about how you put them in because each head has a the same three colors. And see, I get into what I'm doing. That's why on lives, I told you I do very little, very few lives because I get into what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
and not even on camera. It is truly my happy time.
Let's see. Cheryl says I love those tulips.
Thank you.
Pool says I craft sitting too. See, I'm not the only one.
I just stood up.
And Debbie says I'm a stand-upper.
Me too. I just stood up. I it's okay standing up now. I can see. And then too, you
Oh,
know
that
what?
looks lovely. I love that.
You know I put 10,000 steps in my house a day.
10,000 steps in your house?
Inside the house.
Girl, how do you do that?
Well, probably about 3,000 of them is looking for my cell phone. And I mean clearly looking for my cell phone. So I have a fishing vest. And my husband laughs at me with that fishing vest on because he know I ain't gonna fish. I am not a fisher. And that helps me keep up with my cell phone. After I lose it probably 6 or 7 times that day, I'll put the fishing vest on.
Oh, you crack me up. That's funny.
Yeah, but I'm all over my house. If I wasn't married, I told somebody, I said, I would turn each room into a season. My bedrooms, it'd be winter, so I don't have to pack that crap up and move it and do all of that good stuff.
Uh,
So if I was single, that's how it would be.
I'm telling you, it takes a very special person to marry a crafter.
Oh yes, and I have my husband. He doesn't bother me. He really doesn't. But I try.
Because we have stuff everywhere.
Yep, most of us do. But I'm not OCD, but I'm close to it.
Debbie says, Regina, I thought you were doing mesh flower.
Mesh flower?
I don't know what mesh flower is.
No. I'm trying to learn mesh and monkey creation at TDR. She made it look so easy.
Grr, I know.
That girl can mesh. I mean, she really does. She meshes. I was over there buying those boards.
Laura says you need a tile. It's a device that you click and it finds stuff.
What is that?
It's called tile. You like click it and it sends off this like beeping noise.
Who are you
And
talking?
then Debbie says you can still do each room. You just may not be married after that.
Well, it's really close. I think it's 2 rooms that, well, not including the kitchen, but every other room. But it's neat, I have my bins label. I can put my hands directly on whatever I need.
Hey, here's the thing. They know what they're signing up for when they decide to marry you.
Yeah. But I really wasn't crafting like this when we got married because I was still working. And I mean,
And I mean, they knew what they were getting into.
yeah, that is true.
Oh, Debbie says UITC, weren't you cutting it up last night?
That wasn't me.
Maybe it was a different Regina.
Yeah, must have been. I have the boards, I have the mesh, but I don't have the guts. I did one. I started a special order design and I was gonna get bold and do this beautiful white mesh wreath. I kept looking at that thing, kept looking at that thing. I said, it looks like a big bath sponge. So I'm gonna turn it, here it is. I'm gonna turn it into something else.
A loofah.
Doesn't that look like a bath sponge? You know those little,
Oh, it does. It looks like a loofah.
uh-huh. So I was like, okay, maybe I can turn it into this with the ladybug and use the ladybug ribbon. So that's one for, it's really pretty, but I'm just a flower girl. I'm just, I love mesh. Like when Monkey does the mesh wreaths, they just come out so perfect.
There we go.
So we're gonna get meshing. I know you handle the mesh as well.
Yeah, I prefer florals
Me too.
though.
Yeah, nothing but
Um,
flowers.
Pool, I am doing a Valentine's project. So I wrapped these dual heart wire frames in this like pretty like wine colored ribbon. So I'm just doing a Valentine's themed project today.
Because we love you.
Where'd my fluff box go? There it is. Okay. So we are spreading the love today.
Yes, we are. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I told my husband when we first got married, I was like, I don't do the live flowers because they make me sad when they die.
That's
They
why
do.
he
I
bought you
don't like when
artificial.
anything dies. So I was like, you really don't have to do Valentine's Day. The flowers and stuff, nice dinner is always okay. Don't have to cook. So the fresh
Buy me
market,
artificial florals, craft supplies.
what was that?
I said just buy me artificial craft supplies. I'm good.
Yeah, really.
They never die.
Because he knows I don't do the mall thing or any of that.
So Josh, he was super romantic last year.
Uh-huh.
My favorite flower is a black rose. Okay. So you know the movie Beauty and the Beast?
Uh-huh.
It has like the rose and the like jar type thing. So he got me it's a real black rose, but
Oh,
it's like suspended in air in this airtight jar, like in the dome thing with the wooden base,
uh-huh.
and it will never die.
Wow. Now see that's gifts like
There's
that.
no like liquid or anything preserving it. It's just in there.
That's cool. You can have it forever.
Forever.
And that's what I tell people with, instead of paying all of that money for those roses this time of year, put it in a wreath because
Forever.
they will have
Forever will
that.
be in my heart. All right. Here's our bow.
Oh, pretty mad. You did good.
It looks like a big bee. Okay.
You did good.
All right. Here we go.
I need to make a magic mark on my glue pot because it is just perfect consistency.
Huh?
My glue is the perfect consistency.
Oh, girl.
And glue burns. I it was a few, probably about 4 months back. I was, you know how you cut the stem on the back, cleaning the back of the wreath up.
Uh-huh.
And I had it upside down and I was putting a blob of glue on a stem I had cut.
Uh-huh.
Well, lo and behold, that block came through the wreath on my finger.
Ow.
Oh my God, Matt, it was so painful, right? And I'm a reader. If I don't know something, I GTS it. And they said use mustard. They said do not put ice on it. Do not put ice water on it. That's the worst thing you can do. Put mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard. And let me tell you, that mustard, regular yellow mustard that you put on a hot dog, um, took that sting out of it, and the scarring was like none.
Really?
So someone said it had the turmeric in it that was the healing property. But I scar, if I have a surgery cut or whatever, you can tell. So I will be using mustard from here on out.
Alrighty then.
That
You
was
learn something
amazing.
new every day.
Yeah. And it came from a crafter. It was on, I found it on the Google, what to do with a glue burn.
All right. Why? The first one came through. Why aren't you going through?
What's the one tool that you have that you absolutely could not live without in your craft?
Um,
What is the one tool y'all have that you just can't live without?
this.
That, well, we are the same. Mine is this. Jim Davis, you remember? I cannot live without that because I struggle getting attachments on, and by me not doing a whole lot of live, I'll do like this. I will not try to attach anything live
Good
because
morning, Melissa. Good morning, Tony. Hi, Sally. Oh, and these.
yeah. Well, I have the cheapies and I love them. I say it's the world's best kept secret. Those big clippers, when you have arthritis in your hands, it seems like the bigger the pair of cutters are, the harder it is to get a grasp.
Well, these ones have like a lock on them and they're spring loaded.
But see how thick the handles are?
So,
The Harbor Freight, these are spring loaded as well. You see these? Laugh, y'all. You see these? Look how good they fit in your hand. See, look, they spring as well. They're like $3, and when they have a coupon, and I'm telling you, they last. So when they get dull, boop, in the trash can they go. But Harbor Freight, and they really do cut. So I told y'all I was tired.
right. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do.
Matt, I love you. That is so pretty.
Because, like, I have a bunch of these too. They're little, like, the roses. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do roses on it or not?
Ah, dude, it's so pretty.
I don't think I'm going to, because I kind of like it as it is.
That's creativity. Your mind starts one place and it ends up another.
So,
Do you have a bow graveyard?
yeah.
Okay. I don't feel like I'm out there. I tell you, um, between greenery and bows.
I just like making bows.
Well, I'm not gonna say all of that. I like to make bows that look good on reefs, so I don't have to put them in the graveyard and keep them.
Yeah.
I want them to go on the reef and find a home.
But
But it looks good in your head when you start out. And then,
that's my Valentine's
this
project.
is so pretty. I'm glad I didn't see.
And it's super simple, y'all. For those of you that are just joining, oh, I just took 2 of these wire frames. You can pick these up at your Dollar Tree. These are just the heart wreath forms, y'all. Get them for $1. I zip tied them down the center together. And then I took about, what did we say?
About 9.5 yards of ribbon,
Was it about 9.5?
25 feet, plus
Yeah,
a little bit from the other one, I think you did.
let's see. 25 divided by 3. So that's about 8 yards.
Okay.
So about 8.5 yards of ribbon is what it took to cover these, y'all. So that's what it took to cover it. That's the back. And you just wrap it, y'all. And then I added my bow. And
And
you
it
have
is
an
beautiful.
adorable little Valentine's door hanger. So, yeah. Let me pull you back up so I can see you here. That tulip wreath is looking adorable.
Thank you.
Good morning, Magda.
I was taking my time. I can speed up now.
Well, I had originally thought I was going to put the roses on here, but now that I see it done, I don't think I want to.
Just lay them on there and just see how it would have looked. I'm curious. Yeah, I think I like them because of the red. It's hard to tell from the camera. It looks one way on the camera. And what did they say were their favorite tools? Did anybody answer you?
No.
Shame on them. They're probably crafting. That's what I do a lot of the times when Saturdays because it inspires me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my iPad like up on a stand and I watch and craft with you on Saturday mornings. I sort of prepare for it, have something to do.
See, that's what it would look like.
I think I like it without it too.
I like it better without.
Maybe if the roses were white.
Debbie said she didn't hear the question. What are some of y'all's favorite tools that you can't live without?
In the crafting industry.
In the crafting world. Debbie says I blame Regina.
For what?
Cheryl says she likes it better without the roses. I think so too.
Yeah. Maybe if the roses were white,
Yeah.
but I do.
I don't know. I just kind of like it the way it is.
Are you gonna hang it at an angle or straight? How are you gonna hang it?
I would hang it just like this.
Okay, so you need a hanger in the center.
Because I left this little like hole right here.
Okay.
So you could just hang it right there, you know?
It's pretty. And see, you came up with that.
Because originally I was going to make the heart bear. But that would have taken at least a couple hours to do.
Where's the little bear at?
Right here.
Adorable. I didn't know those. What's the size on that bear?
So this is the little bear. I got these off of Amazon. They come in either 1 or 2 pack. And they are 8 inches tall.
And that thing take that many roses.
By 4 inches wide. And it takes 325 of these little roses to cover.
That's a lot of rose. That's a lot of sticking. And you said
I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I was waxing that poor bear. Because I went in with one of my little popsicle sticks, dipped right down into my glue pot, and I was just spreading that on like wax. I felt like I was waxing that poor teddy bear.
You are crazy, Matt.
Oh, thank you, Dre. She says sometimes less is more. Well done, Matt. That's high praise.
Yeah, I know. I know. Now, Andre, she does some over the top designs as well. I've learned a lot from her. It does the way she designs it, it really gets your mind to clicking.
Well, the way Dre designs, less is more.
It is.
And most of the time, less is more.
It is.
Because you don't want to overwhelm whatever you're doing.
Mm-mm. And covering up like the container. She did an arrangement last night. That thing was wow. It was gorgeous because I love greenery too.
Yeah. Oh.
I love greenery.
Dre, I reused my bucket from TDR, and I made it into a gorgeous like Valentine's floral arrangement. It says joy. So
Queen of Joy, she is.
she is the Queen of Joy, y'all.
That
We
she
crowned
is.
her at TDR. She is the official Queen of Joy.
That she is. If I don't hear Coffee with Dre on Mondays, I go back and do the replay. It is like, seems like it's something I'm missing during the week.
Oh. I catch Coffee with Dre.
Huh?
I try and catch Coffee with Dre as much as I possibly can a lot of the
Right.
times, and we're not telling anybody.
I know.
I'm on the DL.
I didn't hear it,
We didn't hear nothing.
but it's nice to hear, you know, from people in the community that you respect and admire.
Yeah. Y'all, Dre was my very, very, very first follower.
Was she really?
She was my very first.
Oh, Dre is the first for a lot of stuff. She really,
And I'm eternally grateful to her for that. So,
you know, she did my first. Lord have mercy.
Girl, her first live was epic.
And look, I was so hungry, Matt. I couldn't wait. You know, Dre can cook. So she took care of us. She cooked everything at TDR, right? I was so hungry. She was talking about the food, and then she popped out with that. My appetite went to my toes, okay? I couldn't eat. I was like, man, I had my mouth set for it.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah, she
were
did.
you
She
were epic. And so TDR, y'all, and those of you that are not familiar with what TDR is, it's an event put on every year by Miss Andrea Brown with Ranch House Craft Supply or Ranch House Wreaths and More. Um, and it is a family reunion without the drama,
Yes,
y'all.
it
It
is.
is 4 day, 3 days, 4 days, 3 days, three
Three.
days.
Yeah.
Um, where we put away all of our social media,
Mm-hmm.
we detoxify,
Yep.
and we come together and love.
Yes.
And last year, Miss Regina White had the pleasure of doing her very first live at TDR with Dre.
Yes, I did.
And that was the one time that we were allowed onto our social media. And Regina, I don't know if you know, but you were probably broadcast to every single person's business page.
Yeah, I was. And
I
it
was streaming, mom was streaming, sis was
everybody
streaming.
was. Damian Oates was even streaming.
Yeah, Damon was streaming. Oh my gosh,
It
we
was,
sent out all the love for you.
and y'all, if you don't have if you're a crafter and you're sort of quiet and you don't have anybody to come with you, I went by myself. And, I don't generally do that, but you all, if you go by yourself, you're not alone.
You are
You,
not alone.
unless you're a wallflower and just want to be by yourself, but the people they're not going to let you be by yourself because they're going to pull you along. So,
And y'all, the party doesn't stop at the event.
yep.
Then you have the after hours.
And we get to be with Dre this time.
That's when the real fun starts, y'all. And Dre is going to be with us this year. Oh, we're going to get turned up.
No cooking for her. That's what we voted on that last year. So to be able to spend time with her,
Mm-hmm.
we would give up the food, but she did that only to keep us safe. And
Yeah.
that event, I must say, COVID had just hit and it was tight. It was really, you felt safe in there. The tables were 6 feet apart. If you got up, you had to put your mask on. We weren't, we didn't touch any of the food. It was served to us. So
Mm-hmm.
she went all out to protect us. I felt totally safe. And,
And we got to shop.
yeah, right there from her.
We
her
had the pickings of Ranch House at our fingertips, and we showed up. We spent money, y'all.
and I think they still have the budget plan. So you don't have to pay for it all at one time. And
So
I reserved my room last night. All I have to do is get my ticket, my plane ticket. I'm ready.
yeah, y'all.
So if y'all
If
don't
you
have
haven't,
TDR tickets, get them.
if you are leery about going to events, y'all, or haven't ever been to an event, this is the one for you.
Yeah, it's small, quaint. Just it's wonderful. It's just
And
wonderful.
there's no drama.
Nope. And you know what? It like when someone does try to present drama, it's so much love. The person that is telling it really don't get listened to. You'll say, "Oh, okay,
And walk away.
whatever, keep it moving."
Yeah, they're still doing 9-month payment plans right now, y'all.
Okay. I think,
So you don't have to pay all at once for your ticket.
yeah,
So you can break it up over 9 months because TDR this year is in November.
November what 4th through the 7th.
4th through the 6th or 7th or something like that. Yeah.
And everything is in one location. So once
Mhm.
you get to the hotel, I think you don't have to move. That'll be nice.
I'm excited, y'all.
Me too.
Regina, that wreath is looking gorgeous. Are you
Well,
putting a bow on that?
I'm finished. I can, you have to look at it for a few days. I'm gonna cut the camera up and let's see.
Are you tying a bow?
Oh no, no bow.
No
Go.
bow? That is gorgeous. I love it.
And after you're live, you go back through and
Filling holes, and
mhm.
that is gorgeous.
Yeah. And these are great shop fillers. People love them. Great gifts.
Oh, Dre, you are more than just the host. She says, I'm very humbled and blessed by each of you. Y'all make it awesome. I'm just the host. She is so much more than the host.
No, if you're just a host, you do a wonderful job, but you way more than that, Andrea Brown, to a lot of us. As I tell her, I told her at TDR that as a woman, she changed me um, to be a better person. I thought I was a pretty decent person, but all of us have issues. We
Mm-hmm.
may be holding on to some things that we need to let go. And that's what she did for me. I was holding on to this one issue, and sure enough, she had this conversation that morning, and it was on her children. And I just was like, my God, look at what this woman had been through. And I'm hinging on something that I just need to let go. And I am so free, just free. So, yeah.
Yep. All
Uh,
right, y'all.
let's see what time it. Oh, we did
It's
it.
11:02, y'all, here in Texas. Which means it's just afternoon for you and on the East Coast. So we have a slight change in the schedule for next week, y'all. Next weekend we were supposed to have the lovely Lady Regina Sellers joining us, but she is currently under the weather. So we had to postpone her. So we will try and get her back into the schedule at a later date. But we have um who do we have next week? Next week we have Miss Charlotte Hudson joining us from Moody Made Decor and Design. So she will be joining us next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for Craft Chat. And then from there, we have the lovely, uh, who do we have after her? Let me find the schedule, y'all, so I could get it right the first time. Um, Finishing up February, we have Miss Michelle Stone with Wilds Creek and Company. And then she will finish out February on the 27th. So we're super excited for her. I'm not sure what she's doing,
She has some beautiful items.
but she is a very talented painter.
Yes, she is.
And for those of you that don't know who Michelle Stone is, her and her husband Stony, they make rails, which is you can attach it to a sign, and it's a door hanger basically, and you can add mesh and bows, and they're super creative, y'all. And Michelle paints a lot of her signs. So you can get it pre-painted, or I think you can just get it plain too, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can find them at Wilds Creek and Company on Facebook, and I'm pretty positive that's the same for their website, Wilds Creek and Company. And then in March, starting out March, we have Miss Chris, and she is going to be doing all three of her businesses on Craft Chat.
Who is
So
Chris?
she has Keto with Chris. She has the Velvet Alley Boutique, and then she has Crafting with Chris.
Wow, she is busy.
She
Woo!
is busy, y'all.
I can't keep up with one. Oh, good girl.
It's Chris Hunter. I couldn't remember her last name,
Oh yeah, okay.
but she's going to be doing a little bit of everything.
That sounds like fun.
So, but she does keto with Chris, and then she has crafting with Chris Hunter, and then she also does the Velvet Alley Boutique, which is like clothing
Okay.
and things of that nature. So we're going to be going over a little bit of that, and then so she'll be starting March. So
Mm.
I'm super excited, y'all. We have a great lineup coming for you. Let me get the.
And
Let
I
me just
want
tell you who's
to
coming
touch
up.
on the other crafters. Um, it's a great way to really find out a little more about them
So yeah.
in a closed setting. You don't,
Mhm.
when you do a public live, you don't want to tell too much.
So March we have Chris Hunter with Velvet Alley Boutique, Keto with Chris, and Creating with Chris Hunter. Then we have Terry Buchanan Burton with the Robin's Nest. So I do believe she's going to be painting.
Yeah, more
And
than
then
one.
we have Tammy Pangelina with Tammy's Art Creations. And finishing out March, we have Kimberly Sminky with Lolly Doodle Studios. So they are some of my fellow divas. And then in April, we have Miss Carolyn Delisle with Known as Nutty Crafts, Miss Lavon Bell with Forever Dreams of You. I love Lavon, y'all.
Yeah.
Then we have Miss Cynthia Chandra with Nature Art for Animal Rescue. And then finishing out April, we have Miss Royce Hunt Bell with Roy Cycle Treasures.
Oh, she does some awesome work.
Yes, she does, y'all.
Oh, she is awesome, man.
And then in May, we have Miss Karen Fraser with Front Door Floral, Miss Stacy Van Gundy with Stacy's Designs, Greta Portier Mullard with Art on Creekside, Miss Lisa Siriotti with Momster Creative, and finishing out May, we have Miss Kathy Champagne Ainsworth, which she was featured in January, but she's going to be out with the alpacas in May.
Oh, I enjoyed that one.
So, and she's actually launching today, y'all, her cat mats.
Oh, really?
So she's going live at, I do believe, 2.
You're gonna share that?
Yes. Yeah,
I,
2 p.m. Central Standard Time today. Tomorrow, actually. Sorry, tomorrow. She's launching tomorrow.
okay.
At 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. Um, and she's going to be launching her brand new cat mat line, y'all, that she hand weaves.
We learned a lot about her alpacas. I did.
So she is absolutely amazing. I'm so excited, y'all. I am so super excited. Thank you so much for joining us on this crafting journey through the craft world, y'all. We still have slots open. So if you want to be a featured designer here on Craft Chat with Matt, please send me a private message and then we will get you on the schedule. I am super, super, super excited to be able to have a platform to where I can bring creative awareness to the different aspects of our amazing community, y'all. We have so much to offer the world that we're just bursting at our seams. Y'all, we have an amazing, amazing community, and we have amazing icons and leaders in this community that it's crazy. It's just crazy. There ain't no other word to describe it but crazy, y'all. I mean, you have furniture painters, you have wreath makers, you have floral designers, you have furniture, you have artists, you know, it's
And they're
crazy.
willing to share what they know with us. That's the amazing thing.
Yeah, we have a wealth of knowledge at our fingertips, y'all,
For free. Most of them are for even
for
free.
free.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, everybody not everybody, but most people have their private paid groups.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, if you have a question, there's a really, 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 really good, like 99.9.99999% chance that somebody has an answer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can teach you how to do it.
Right.
You just have to ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's crazy. So I have been honored to be a part of this community for almost a year now. It will be 1 year for whom Let's Get Rethan on March 23rd. That will be our 1 year anniversary.
Oh, wow. It's coming up quick.
It's coming up really quick, y'all. And I have met some amazing people. So, with that being said, y'all, have a great Saturday, y'all. Stay
Yeah.
warm. I know we're in this whole polar vortex thing, but stay warm, y'all.
Yeah.
And just be kind. Be kind to one another, y'all. I can't stress that enough. Be kind. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll meet you right back here next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. with Charlotte from Moody Maid Decor and Design. And Regina, please stay on the call.
Okay. I sure. And thank you, Matt. It was very relaxing. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm glad you joined me today.
Anyway.
And we will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.